The sick and talented Isaac.
I'm sorry, isn't that like don't I cough every time we start?
No, you kind of burp or something. I don't know.
That's even worse.
Yeah, last week, before we start, last week we filmed 2 episodes, one with the whole crew and one just a lazy episode. So if you wouldn't mind, go show it some love. So, quote of the day. God, this is getting so boring. This little segment.
No, I like this segment.
All right then, but still, we still have to do it. Quote of the day by Unknown. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Low key, true.
I like that, man.
I did too. I'm literally just bullshitted on Google right now. So we have a lot to talk about. Thank you. Courtesy of Isaac, he's taking care of the manifest from now on because I'm way too unorganized. Alexandra might join us later in the show, but we got a lot to talk about. It's a little bit of political talk about COVID-19, Scientology, and what it actually is, the difference between rich and wealthy, and a little bit of an update on quarantine and the stimulus pay. I feel like we'll start with the Scientology topic. Now, Isaac, you know what Scientology is?
No.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so according to Google and Scientology itself, it's a religious system based on the seeking of self-knowledge and spiritual fulfillment through graded courses of studying and training. It was founded by American science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard in 1955. Here's the thing about these little man-made religions. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
In what way?
Huh?
In what way?
It's basically Scientology has the belief that that him has the ability to solve his own problems mentally and emotionally type of shit. So this guy who invented it, his name is Lafayette Ron Hubbard. He died in 1986. He invented this he wrote a book called Dianetics. Basically, the purpose of the book was just, a bunch of, what I would say at the time, clickbaity, because basically it's, claiming, are you having trouble reaching that part in your life where you want to be successful? Do you want to succeed? Then buy my book. That's the answer to your problems. So, tomorrow we're going to contact a Church of Scientology in a special episode of Why So Surprised. We might get in trouble. Here's the thing about this church. So you've never heard of the Church of Scientology whatsoever?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So, thank God you didn't know about this. It is basically, it's all bullshit. It claims that we're beings that have been on this planet for 75 billion years. They have you, when you join, there's this part of the Church of Scientology, it's called the Sea Organization. You join that, and they make you sign this contract, this billion-year contract that you will abide with Scientology as long as you live in this lifetime and in another lifetime. So, it's just, I've been really into this topic since I can remember, since I actually found out about it. And ever since I found out about it, I can't pass that church in Hollywood Boulevard whenever we go visit family. Because the shit people experience there is not only traumatic, it shouldn't have even ever happened. So if you can, Isaac, try just look up the Church of Scientology, and it's just, but you, I'm just speechless because I saw a whole, I binge watched Scientology in the Aftermath, by the way, great docuseries. And there's these victims that speak up about sexual abuse as a kid in Scientology or in the Sioux organization. Yeah, you should really go see it. I'll send you a link to it. There's just a bunch of like lewd statements made by the church that discredit the, what's it called? The statements made by the people who are declared suppressive to the church or who are declared enemies to the church. Now, when you're declared suppressive in this religion, imagine using religion, quote unquote, when you become suppressive to this religion, and let's say let's say you and your family, Isaac, are all in Scientology. Let's put it that way. If you one day decide to leave the church, you become suppressive to your family. You cannot have any contact with your family unless they decide to leave with you. But if they decide to stay because they think, oh, we're doing good, you cannot have any contact with your family. You cannot have any contact with friends within the church. So, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks because there's people... Oh, shit. There's people who have lost contact with their family members because of this. And for a man-made freaking religion, I don't feel like people should be charging hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in this religion, because there's...
definitely not.
Yeah, because there's I'm not gonna get so in depth to this because that's tomorrow's special episode when we get in contact with them. There's different levels to this.
Really?
You start at level 0. You start at 0. So basically, you see, let's say you're walking down Hollywood Boulevard. There's these people in front of the church giving out these free stress tests, and they just ask you basic Dianetics questions, and then they say, they pinpoint the things that you're most stressed about, and they're like, Scientology might help you out with that. Now, the way to state this, it's all shit. I'm going to keep saying it again. It's all shit. I really didn't prepare for this. So, they don't believe in psychiatry. They don't believe that real doctors are real doctors, basically. They have their own way of healing. They have their own way of medicine, spiritual medicine, not real medicine. And I was saying, I forgot. There's these different levels to it. You start at level 0, basically, like ground level. And I think the highest in the bridge is what they call it, is OT8, which stands for operating thetan at the 8th level or something. I'll tell you more about it later. And that's not the highest, but that's the highest I know of. So people that spend so much, they spend thousands of dollars just to get from one part of the bridge onto the highest, level on the bridge. And there's certain criteria you have to follow in order to be part of the bridge. So aside from that, from spending thousands of dollars, you have to follow these ludicrous rules in order to... Oh my god. In order to, what they say is being in a state of clear, and their goal is basically to clear the planet, not as in to clear the planet of all people that are in Scientology, but to get people into Scientology, get their minds clear, as in, they have not no emotion, but they have mental stability in a way that, We're going to talk about it more tomorrow when we contact one of the churches in Phoenix. The only church in Phoenix, because there's churches all over the world. Like I said, there's one in Phoenix. There's one in there's multiple in California. Some in China, Africa, Egypt. They're everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, how would you feel if you were if you were like abiding to a man-made religion, which is not even a religion, it's a cult?
I don't know, like, because you got to think about like why the people joined it, you know?
Yeah, like the main reason that I've heard like stories, they join because they have not most of them have like a dark past, so they want to not only heal themselves but feel like they're helping others. That's the point of Scientology. That's how they bring people in. That's how they get more parishioners into the church. That's how they get them to join. That's how they get them. They want them to, like, you know, feel like they're doing something good for the planet, but they in reality they're not. So we'll get more in depth into that in tomorrow's episode. But now, how long have we been? We barely started. I thought we were already like fucking 30 minutes in. So, political talk about Corona. Would you like to, what was I going to say? Not clarify, but more like add on more to that, like more context into political talk about COVID.
Like, okay, because I was watching the news the other day, and they said that, like, they're going to, like, open the economy back up because we're going to go into phase 1 of Corona. And on the 30th, it's the, what was I talking about? Oh, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Holy shit, I really lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was saying.
You're literally me when I lost my train of thought in Scientology.
No, like, they don't even fucking remember.
Something about opening up the economy. We're on phase something of Corona.
Oh, okay. So I think it was Governor Ducey.
Fuck him.
Was there like, okay, like Arizona is like one of the safer places to be, so we're gonna start phase 1 of Corona, which is like, my dad said there's a first, second, and third phase that it has to go through before everything should be like normal. I guess. So on the 30th of this month, I think that's when we start phase 1, and that's open the economy back up.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at May. I don't know why I'm looking at May. Here's the thing. The thought of it's safer, that Arizona's safer, is a farce because it's still dangerous. There's still, in fact, hold on. Because I had read in the news that in Arizona, So in Arizona, there is approximately... Oh, that's... Alright then. There's in Maricopa County itself, the county we're all in right now, you're in it, I'm in it, there is 2,146 confirmed cases. There is no recovery cases, and there's 60 deaths in our county. In Pima County, there's 700 confirmed cases and 29 deaths, no recoveries. And so on and so on and so on. There's no recoveries in any county in Arizona. So,
what about in other places in the world?
I'm sorry?
What about like other places in the world?
So worldwide, the confirmed cases, I'm just saying, worldwide, the confirmed cases are 2,564,190.
Shit, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah. Recovered worldwide is 681,842. And deaths are 177,424.
What the fuck?
And a percentage from those in the U.S., that's confirmed cases, 824,600. Yes. 824,698. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Recovery cases, 75,050. And deaths in the U.S., 45,297. So, it's a bad move if Dick Ducey decides to reopen the economy.
Dick Ducey.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling him because he has no idea what he's fucking doing. He's putting everyone. He's not shutting down the whole state, so then he's not shutting down the whole state so that the economy doesn't go under. So he's doing it to his advantage. And the curve doesn't seem to flattening for Arizona because it just it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I'm kind of scared about that. I mean, I'm not scared about it because I protect myself, wear my mask. I'm surprised they got a hold of masks. I thought they weren't anymore. But if you look at the map for the COVID-19, our state, I'm not sure. I feel like it's the less impacted one out of all of them, because California's they're not reopening until May 13th, which is... Oh, wait, that's your... that's your birthday.
That's my birthday.
Yeah, May 13th is Isaac's 15. So...
I'll leave my PayPal in the description below. So, Arizona, I feel like it's not really people are fucking dying a lot. It's just yeah, people are dying. It's just it's not like an epicenter. New York, however... No one has recovered so far. I know, dude. New York is so bad.
California, no one else has recovered. And it's it's sad. And I had this little thought when the whole thing started up. I'm my grandparents are over there. I'm why don't you guys tell them to come over to our house and they could stay here until lockdown is over? Because I thought my grandpa was young. I thought he was younger than how old he is. He's older than what I thought. And he's diabetic, and so is my step grandma, but I call her grandma because whatever. They're both diabetic, and that's I don't feel diabetes has anything to do with corona. I don't want to assume, but if it does, then I'm scared for them. But they're all right. They're staying inside or whatever. Well, just to our viewers, we'll get through this. Just stay inside. I know it makes me sound like a hypocrite because I've been all around Arizona. Just stay inside. Hold on. We got to take a quick break. Hold on. And we're back. Not much happened. We're just talking really about Corona itself. And, I was saying, we're going to get through this. Stay inside. I'm going to try my best to not go out anymore because it's unnecessary. If you see me at the Dutch Bros near Goodyear, I'm pretty much a fucking hypocrite. Awkward silence. So do we close up that topic, or you want to talk more? Because
I was gonna say something.
I'm not on jet lag, but I feel like I'm on jet lag, but I haven't been on a plane. So.
I know exactly how you feel.
It's the last time I stay up for 24 hours straight.
I cannot do that.
Oh, I can. The whole time, off topic for a second. The whole time I was with my cousins, I literally didn't sleep until 4 a.m. But this time, I didn't sleep until 6 a.m. So, and they sleep until 9 in the morning. So, like, you know, I get like 9 hours max of sleep, and they get like 5, if I'm right. So that's a little bit off topic. You were gonna say something?
I don't know, honestly, I forgot.
I'm so like laggy right now. Like, I don't understand. I think it's probably because I stayed up all night, which I'm gonna go to sleep early today. Like, just as soon as we're done filming, I'm gonna edit tomorrow because it's just so. God, I seem like a lazy ass host. All right then.
I'm fucking tired too. Ooh.
So, going off topic again. I literally just need to vacuum this room, and it's brand new. I literally, like, that's all it is. Like, and I copied, for Isaac's Snapchat followers, if you do see this, if you know, he has a photo wall. I copied his method, except mine has less photos, and it looks ghetto.
I'm such a bitch, I swear to God, bro.
I didn't cry, but like I teared up when I was putting that shit up because like it was in a box that said, literally, memories do not open. So my little bitch ass self decided to tear up a little. So, all right then, back on topic because I'm not trying to. The difference between the rich and the wealthy and the rich. So,
okay, first of all, do you believe that there's 2 different categories?
No, everyone should be treated equally, not depending on how much money they have.
No, not like that. Like,
like the middle class type of shit.
No, like, do you think there's a difference, or do you think it's the same thing?
Rich and what? Well, I want to say yes, but you know, it's similar. They're synonyms. So here's the thing. Being rich is having a great deal of money or assets, but that's wealthy, like being wealthy. And wealth is an abundance of valuable possessions or money. So that's just a synonym to the synonym, I think. But I feel like there isn't much of a difference because they kind of like they mean the same thing, but you know, there's a difference between being, because there's people where they're rich but humble, you know, in that way, like, oh, they don't they don't show off their luxuries, their money. There's that level of people that have money and know how to, like, you know, stay true to themselves. And then there's those people who think that just because they own a couple houses and 5 cars, they are entitled to beat trash. Ow! That's a car.
I know. I'm like right next to my window.
So I guess that's my like view on it, cause like, what the fuck? Oh shit. I guess that's my view on it. I don't really think there's a difference between being rich and wealthy, because they kind of mean the same thing. It's just, you know, I don't know. Like, what did you mean by that? Because like,
I saw this bullshit on Snapchat. Okay, I want to talk about it because I was like, whoa.
I love how our news sources are Snapchat and the TV. Keep going.
Okay. So, a rich person. Think of like how they dress. You know, like they're always in like Gucci.
Yeah, that's
like
Champion.
Like that.
Champion from Ross. A bathing ape. You know, just type. That's what I imagine.
And then you see a wealthy person, and they're in like a suit or like a formal dress, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then like, so wealthy people invest in their money. Rich people spend their money.
Yeah.
So like,
that's where you saw the difference?
That's what I can remember. Yeah.
I get what you mean. And I don't want to interpret it the wrong way because you'd be like, no, that's not what I fucking meant. But basically, there's the people who like dress formally, you know, business, professional type of shit, and there's the other type where they technically and physically are douchebags, and get their money and just spend it on random shit. And then you have the wealthy people where they invest in businesses and just, I want to say housing, but it's not rare. It's just weird that someone would invest in housing. I'm so jet lagged, and it's not even jet lag because I haven't been on a fucking plane. Oh, I love how we're so lazy in this episode. Like,
I know the energy is not here.
The energy is like not like episode 4 or 5. I mean 5 or 6. No wait, what? How many? Oh, this is the 7th episode. Then I'm like, because I remember recording the 6th episode. I low-key thought that the recording from the 6th episode that we did at my cousin's house, my producer's house, I low-key thought it did not save to the cloud.
Fuck, imagine.
And I had a little bit of a breakdown. I'm like, I'm not about to call Isaac and Alex to like, hey, this shit didn't record. We're gonna have to do it again. Like, cause like, I literally, I had a little bit of a breakdown, and my cousin was like, we pranked you, and I'm like, I'm about to punch you right now. You know that, right? So like, we didn't edit that night. Therefore, we just had it uploaded. So, yeah. So I guess that's it on rich and wealthy, because like they're. I know what you mean. There is a difference when you put it in that way, but my smart ass vocabulary wise, like it's kind of the same thing, but I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I don't have corona. Chill. Do you ever wonder why Arizona? Why here? Why was I picked of all places to be raised in this state? Why not Oregon? Why not?
Oregon would be nice, low-key.
Yeah. Utah type of shit. My friend's up in Utah. Shout out to Haley. Like, don't you ever wonder, like, why? Just simply why? Why not another state? Why not another country? Mexico? No, never mind. Mexico is, no. Not being racist. It's just too much, like, crime. Not crime. They're just corrupt. A bunch of them is corrupt, so I wouldn't live in Mexico. I mean, I love going. It's just, I wouldn't live there my lifetime. Imagine being there for a month. Imagine being there your entire life. No, thank you. Off-topic segment.
Oh, sure. We really got into it.
Yeah, we really got into it. Places in Mexico we've been to or not been to. Have you stepped in Mexico? Have you been to Mexico?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. On average, do you go during the summer, during the winter time, during when?
Last time I went, it was in summer, but the previous time it was
Christmas?
It was after Christmas. It was like New Year's.
I don't know if I go this year. I might consider it. I go every year for a whole month. It's the worst choice. Unless I pick who I'm going with, then it's all right. Like, if I know, I'll have fun. But, I abhor going to Mexico sometimes, and it's for a whole month, dude. It's not like, oh, 2 weeks and I'm back home. No, it's for a whole month. So I get like distanced from my family. I'm not in the environment that I'm used to, like air conditioning.
You feel awkward. No, like, swear, when, like, the first couple of days you're there, you feel awkward. And
I know. Like, oh, like, it's just, I thought I was the only one who felt that, like, level of, like, awkwardness by myself.
No.
Oh my god, it's like...
It's like you get there and you're like, okay, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm like, alright, then I'm here. The fuck am I here for? Like, what am I gonna fucking do? Like, you want me to, like, sit down or something? But this year, I really didn't get to do that much, like, tourism, like, touristic shit. It was more like, stay in the place you were meant to go, and that's your like, vacation spot for the next 39 days. I mean, 30 days. What the fuck am I? Ugh. Literally.
Honestly, a good 2-week trip to Mexico is all you need.
They go for a month. That, like,
That's so long.
It's not. It'd be more fun because my aunt on my mom's side, she has this whole sandal business that runs through Mexico and Hawaii as well, and she she has a pretty good life. My aunt, her name is Susie, Azucena. We call her Susie. What the fuck? So when I go with her, literally it's delivering sandals, but like we have fun while we're doing it, cause like we're going to like different states in like Mexico, the country of Mexico. We're going to different states, and it's a really like it gives you that sense of like the explorer. So, and then when you drive by, like, oh my god, I loved driving by the ocean. Oh, that was the one year I really like loved Mexico, and I'm like, shit, I want to go again next year. This year, I stayed at my grandma's house. That's it. Like, I mean, not my grandma's house. I didn't really stay there. Like, oh, I didn't do anything. I went there, and I probably just got out the house like once or twice. Actually, I got out all the time, and the lack of air conditioning in some places in Mexico is just not it.
Oh shit, it smells.
Like, the... Okay, so if you've been to Mexico, you probably know what a copel is.
A what?
Copel? Copel? It's like a Best Buy, but it's Mexican.
No.
Oh my goodness. Bro, okay. Whatever.
We go to different parts, right?
Yeah, I know, but in every, like, they have those stores, the ones I'm talking about, like, all over Mexico. It's not just the place I go to. They have them everywhere in Mexico. I acknowledge we go to different parts. I'm not saying, oh, you should know that, because you've been, like, I know we go to different parts, but they have those. That's not the point. Okay, so that store, right, it's in the city part of where my dad grew up. So almost every other day I'd ask my grandma for like 25 pesos to like get a ride over to the city by myself. And literally all I do, okay, so I'd go like print photos and stuff like that because it's hella cheap over there. Like the pharmacy, when you go print photos at the pharmacy. And I'd just run errands over there that no one really sent me to run. Like, I'd literally just go over there to that one store I'm telling you about and the pharmacy for the air conditioning and the functioning bathrooms. Like, I know in a way it's supposed to humble me a little. Like, it's supposed to, like, humble me down. Like, get me down from, like, oh, I live in glory, as they say over there, but like I'm not living in glory. I'm still, because they're God, I'm so sped. Their ideology over there is that, oh, because you live in the north, you're doing good, you're rich, when in reality you can have a freaking 3-bedroom house, or you can have a freaking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-bedroom house, and you could still be in debt.
Right.
They think that it's easy over here. They think that just because you're in the place where a bunch of people immigrate to for work, you have this wealth, when in reality you don't. And that's what I try to get across people's minds over there. Like, you know, like, I understand that you think that we live in glory, that we live in riches, but we're just like you guys. We're trying to live day by day. And it's just like kind of difficult because the economy, especially right now, but like back then, like 2019, the economy is not in a good place right now for us. Like, it's not in our favor. So, you know, we are struggling. Like, we're living day-to-day life. We're doing good. It's just, you know, we're still struggling. So I just tell them, next summer, don't expect me to pull up with a whole ass backpack full of cash, because I'm not going to. And they still think I'm working, and I'm not. Like, I wish I was, but I'm not working. So any viewers of the podcast, if y'all know of any jobs hiring 15 plus right now, why am I asking right now, especially right now? Whatever. If you already know of any jobs, just let me know. All right, then. Off topic over. We went so off topic.
Wait, can we talk about another off topic?
Go ahead.
All right, how you feel about the Arizona green tea?
Oh, I drunk that all weekend. I live for it. I love it. Like, the fact that I love it. The fact that it's called Arizona and it wasn't made in Arizona, it was made in New York, kind of pisses me off a little. But other than that, give me a gallon of that green tea and I could fucking drink it every day. Like, I swear to God, like, you know how on, like, the can, it says, like, I taste good warm? Like, the tea tastes good warm?
It does. It tastes good any type of way.
Yeah. My aunt would get a gallon. My aunt from, like, where I was during the weekend, she'd get a gallon of that shit, leave it in her car in Arizona summer, and just, we drink it. So,
my shit.
It is. It really is. In fact, you just gave me a good idea. Beverages. You just gave me a really, really good idea. So, for some of our viewers, you might know that we've been doing this little thing, this little segment, the game segment. I want to call it game segment. We're going to do it. This one's going to be pretty short. Where we do tiers and we give our opinions on food items. A couple episodes ago, it was candy. 2 episodes ago, it was fast food. And this episode, we're going to have the drink tier. I just fucked up Isaac's manifest by like a whole ton.
No, it's okay.
Alright then. This one's going to be short because I'm not trying to interrupt your manifest.
No. Just do whatever. It's okay.
Okay. We're going to start off with Gatorade, the green one.
The green one?
Yeah, the green one.
An 8.
5.
Wait. 10 being like good?
10 being the best, 1 being shit.
Okay.
So I give it a 5 because I'm so desensitized to it. My dad goes to play these soccer games and like this.
I haven't had that word in a long time.
These would be the go-to drink, and I would used to be like heavily addicted to it, but now it's just like not really anymore. Like I'm a Powerade type of bitch now. Like, so you said 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
Bomb the shit, especially when you like take it out the freezer. Ooh.
That low-key, same. God damn it, you're such a mood. Next up, grape juice.
sometimes it hits, so like a 6.
That's a nostalgic drink for me. At Bradley, I'd be so excited when they actually started with like grape juice because like it was rare. So like, I love grape juice. I give it a fucking 9 because like it slaps always. It always slaps. The only thing is if I drink like more than 3 cups, like I start getting tired of the taste and it starts hurting the back of my throat. So
Yeah.
probably the sugar. Next up, vitamin water.
I've never really had those, to be honest.
I've only had the pink one, which is like a type of like not pomegranate. What was I gonna say? Like grapefruit type of shit, type of vibe. And the blueberry one, and they're all right, I guess. I mean, they're not like a huge thing to me, but like they're good. So like because you haven't actually tried those, I guess it's just like a not applicable or whatever. For me, I'll give them a 5 because I haven't drinking them in a long time, and I really want to get my hands on one of them. Next up, water. No, I'm kidding. Next up, Pepsi. Coke or Pepsi? Who are you on?
Oh, Pepsi all the way.
Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Pep really hit her neck. She said crack.
All right, then we're back again. Jesus, people don't know how to respect boundaries.
Ooh, wow, that shit looked like it hurt. Her whole body jerked back. Come on, girl, you got it.
Isaac, we're filming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, you said Pepsi. I said I'm both of them. So there better not be.
I like both, but like Pepsi is just way better.
Like I like both of them, but like then I come to the like argument that like aren't they the same shit?
No, you can taste the difference in Pepsi.
But like,
Cause like when you put it in ice, oh bro, that shit's so bomb.
when I put it in ice, it's just I have to wait like half an hour for it to go down. So
Like it's easier to take down than Coke.
okay, so that, but like cherry, like
Oh bro, shit's bomb.
I love it. I fucking love it. I give that a fucking 10 out of 10.
Real shit.
The Circle K over there, the Circle K in the corner of my freaking neighborhood.
When you get the fucking large one, bro. That
Oh my god. I have a
hits.
yo. Any time of the week, just call me over. I have a buy one get one free of fucking Polar Pop. We pop up to the fucking Circle K, and we just vibe. I give that a fucking 10.
A 10.
Next up, I want to say it's not a beverage, but it's considered a beverage because you can't drink it. Nesquik chocolate milk. I fucking hate it.
No one ate.
Well, I don't hate it, but it's so fucking sweet. It's so sweet. Like,
I have a sugar tooth, so that's why I like it.
I like sugar here and then, but like when it comes to Nesquik, I have no problem with the chocolate one, but the strawberry one has so much sugar.
Oh my god, so fucking bomb, bro.
I would not drink it unless my mom makes it, because then, you know, she knows, oh, this how much you put in it, so it doesn't taste that, you know. So, Nesquik, you got a 5, bitch. There'd be better days for you, just not today. Next up, we're getting to our final 4. Propel water. You know that water?
I'll give it a 5.
I give that a 6 because my mom used to work for Gatorade. She'd always bring those back home, and like now I haven't tasted it as much because them bitches are like fucking $2 a bottle. So I'm like, bitch, I'm not into that shit no more. But like, it's all right. Next drink. Is it even a drink? Can I call it a drink? Kombucha?
Oh, kombucha? Yeah.
That's all right. It's good. It's not the best for me. Like,
It's like, it depends on the flavor, but I'd give it like a 6, 7.
I'll give it a good 6.7.
What the fuck? I'm hearing shit, dude.
Next one, final 3. Sparkling water.
Oh, a 3.
I love a good. Like back then, I wasn't into sparkling water because I thought it would be soda, but it's just like water with like hints of fruit. But now I can appreciate it as a 15-year-old, and it's kind of good. So I'll give it a 7.
A 3.
Okay.
Shit tastes like toilet water.
What the fuck? Since when? I'm not gonna ask. Final 2. Mountain Dew. Oh, shit, I rhymed. Fuck. That shit's just fucking diabetes in a can.
Real shit.
3. I'll only drink it if that's like the only thing at a party. Cause like there's these sped people that just buy Mountain Dew and everyone else gets Fanta and leave Mountain Dew, and I'm like, I wanted Fanta, bitch. Like, I don't want your fucking weird liquid, green liquid, the fucking, ugh. Final fucking drink. Rockstar? Have you ever even had that?
Yeah. It's an energy drink.
Yeah. I was just saying, because like, I've had it, but like, I'm more of a Red Bull type of guy. The Red Bull drink from Dutch.
Well, I like all 3 of them.
Live for it. Rockstar.
I give it like an 8.
I give Rockstar a 5. I think she's just misunderstood right now. Yeah, I refer to drinks and other inanimate objects as she. Just in case you didn't know that about me. And no one will give a fuck about it. I guess that was the end of the fucking beverage tier. If y'all have any fucking ideas on what the next tier should be, sound off in the comments. Alright then, one of the last topics, final topics. I'm so tired. Oh. One of the last topics is a little bit of an update on the stimulus payments and the quarantine. So, you have a certain idea of when quarantine will be lifted in our state?
I'm hoping like the first week of May.
Hopefully.
Because I want to go the fuck out for my birthday.
Honestly, though, I just want to go out in general. So, I hope it does. Watch it not lift until after your birthday. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And if I jinxed it, then... Sorry. So... There's a difference between shelter in place and quarantine. Okay, so there's not really a whole shelter in place for us. It's just he hasn't fully shut down the state. Fucking Governor Dick Ducey. He hasn't really shut it down fully because if he would have shut it down, motherfucker would have gone under economically. Didn't they reopen a freaking abandoned hospital type of shit?
They did.
This is the segment we like to call "What is Isaac eating?"
Bro, I was just thinking about going downstairs and getting a donut.
I love cheesecake. I fucking love cheesecake at nighttime. Anytime. Like,
I like flan, bro. bro. That shit hits.
It's Mexican gelatin. I appreciate flan. I appreciate its existence. I love it.
Did you call it Mexican Jello?
I know it's flan. I know it's flan. I just said it's literally Mexican Jello.
Oh.
Fuck. What the fuck were we talking about? I just forgot. Oh fuck. I was asking, didn't they reopen a hospital in Arizona?
I have no idea.
They said they did, and kind of fucking sped. So the difference between quarantine versus shelter in place, well, not difference. It's versus. Quarantine could be ordered for people who have been affected by coronavirus. DUC's March 11 declaration gave the governor's office power to medicate, isolate, and quarantine people, if necessary, with the help of law enforcement or the National Guard. Then, much respect to everyone in the National Guard, the Navy, whatever. It's one thing being part of the Navy and, like, you know, serving, and there's another part being an asshole. And I'm not saying everyone in the Guard, I'm not sure. The fuck?
What? Oh, it's my pantry.
Oh. That's still part of the segment. What is Isaac eating?
Uh-huh. Guys, I got a donut.
You got a donut. Yep, he's always going to be eating something.
I got a box of donuts. See how this goes.
I was saying...
My snack.
Oh my god.
10 o'clock snack, and then I got back at 1.
I was saying... I have much...
This is why I'm getting fucking fat. Like, this is why, like, I'm tired.
I was saying... Much respect to everyone in the Navy, much respect to everyone in the National Guard. But... that doesn't have to mean that you get this feeling of entitlement to the point where you become a little bitchy, especially at a supermarket, because you're a soldier. Like, we get it. Like, we appreciate everything you do. You don't have to be a bitch type of shit.
Right.
So, we were at a... it wasn't even a supermarket. I had gone to the food bank with some people, and we'd found out that I could use my school ID, and we were waiting for the stimulus checks to come in. So, like, all right, then we didn't have to go that much to Sam's or whatever. By the way, you should have fucking pulled up to Sam's type of shit. Whatever. I'm not mad.
I was making food.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right then. We pulled up to the food. We pulled up to the. We pulled up to the food bank, and allegedly, students could use your IDs. They're like their school IDs, and I'm like, oh shit, work. So, just in case I brought my state ID, just in case they decided to get all Dutchy and say, oh no, sorry, we need to have your birth date, something with your date of birth on it. I'm like, okay. I came up with my state ID and my school ID. I'm like, you see, this is me. This is me. This is me. The bitch said, you need to have something current. And I'm like, bitch, this is current. So, I didn't understand. Point is, we said, fuck it, we'll go to Sam's instead. But she gave me that, like, that bitch tone. I don't know how to say it. That, just a bitch tone. You know that tone? The bitch tone? Yeah, she just gave me that type of fucking attitude. Like, I'm 14, you're like 20. You shouldn't be fucking giving me attitude, especially if I don't know you, you don't know me. That's your type of shit. Don't fucking... whatever. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
It's such a good donut.
Where's the donut from? Is it like Krispy Kreme or like?
Oh, Food City.
Yeah. Shout out to Food City.
Bro, their donuts and bomb shit.
Oh, I haven't had a donut from Food City since I lived in Avondale. Now we buy donuts from fucking Krispy Kreme and Walmart, and it just doesn't feel the same anymore. So we come to the conclusion that we're both tired. He's just eating food.
These donuts gonna make me act up, bro. This is why I'm getting fat, bro.
Says the skinny one. Says the one in shape. Says the one who.
What?
Says the one who could. Says the one who's in shape. The one who isn't struggling to do one pull-up. So, in conclusion, what was in conclusion? I just forgot. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is like, literally the whole podcast consists of me just stopping for a second and I'm like, the fuck is going on?
Something's up today.
Yeah, something's just like, I can't, not adult, I can't kid. I can't teen. If that makes sense. So tomorrow, as I said, we're gonna contact the church, the special edition of this podcast, because I want Isaac to get a little bit more in depth into this. Hopefully we get Alexandra tomorrow. I just want both of them to get more immersed in what this actually is. We're not gonna call them to, threaten them. We're just gonna call to be like, oh, we just wanted to know if, what is it that I can do to get into Scientology, and, but we're not really gonna get into it. So we're just gonna talk about it. So join us for that tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna take your job on this one, Isaac, because usually you talk about something, but I guess I'll do it because you work on the manifest from now on, so I guess I'll lift a little bit of a weight off of your shoulders, even though it's not, because you're literally just talking about it. Oh, I almost fell back. We're nearing the end of the podcast. That's great. That's awesome. Now,
has it really been that long? Oh.
Yeah, it's been an hour. It's already been an hour on Skype. It says it's been 58 minutes on the voice recorder. Now we're going to get quickly into, not a sponsor. Isaac's birthday is on the 13th of May, so don't be sped about that. Say happy birthday. And this is my early birthday present, so that he doesn't have to say it, because he already does the manifest. Isaac, as you know, on his Instagram, serves looks. His clothing option, pretty good, I'd like to say. So, if you want to look like Isaac, then I have a little bit of a secret for you. Isaac has partnered up with straight6.com. Yes, straight6.com. We've been talking about it ever since Isaac joined the podcast. It is this website where they have lots of, choices of apparel, from hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, like sweatshirts, and I think sweatshirts. I'm not really sure. I haven't been on it. But he has a little bit of a collaboration with them right now. So if you go to their store and use code King Isaac, all capitals, no spaces, King Isaac, Isaac with 2 A's, fucking simps, you'll get 10% off anything in the store. Anything. Am I correct? Anything.
Yes.
Anything in the store. So that's straight6.com. Use code King Isaac, 10% off. That was my early birthday gift from me to you. Now, next week you're going to have to do that because I did not know how to do it. Join us tomorrow. We will be calling a Church of Scientology, and we'll be getting more in depth into this because Isaac doesn't know anything. He had no idea this existed until I mentioned it to him. So join us for that on Friday. I shouldn't overthink about Friday. You know what? Just join us for that tomorrow. Add Isaac.
I feel like we should just do like a funny podcast on Friday.
But didn't we do that like literally last week? Like
that was just off topic.
Yeah, but like funny how? How would you like say funny?
We could talk about like dad jokes or something.
Oh my god, dad jokes. Join us this Friday for dad jokes galore.
like yo mama jokes.
Oh my god.
Stuff like that.
I cannot with yo mama jokes anymore. Literally since 5th grade, I'm told people like, dude, that's like but dad jokes I accept. Dad jokes are so underrated. Alright then. Tomorrow, again, we're talking about...
Shut the fuck up, boo. God damn it.
The fuck?
My dog.
Shit. Alright then, tomorrow, calling the Church of Scientology. They might be closed because of coronavirus, but hopefully they're not. If they do answer, Isaac, get a list of questions ready, because, you already know what's happening. Get on the manifest, whatever. Add Isaac in the video description box below. Add me in the video description box below. Straight6.com. King Isaac, 10% off. Video description box below. Email me. DM me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't do drugs, because I see some of you kids out there, those 11-year-olds. Don't do drugs. It's not fucking cute. Stop it. Get some help. That was me.
Stimulus check.
That was me.
Your Uncle Trump is gonna want it back, so save it.
That was Isaac. That was me. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like. Make sure to like and follow this podcast. And sound off in the comments if there should be a second channel to this. And join in 2 weeks. Join me as I break into... No, I'm kidding. Join me as I delve into... You know what? May 13th, if Isaac's not going out...
We're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, if he doesn't go out, we're gonna have a little bit of a problem. And if he does go out, then we'll have a little bit of an interview the next day. We're gonna run down on his life. And yeah, because
we're filming a podcast on my birthday.
It's Wednesday.
Because it lands on a Wednesday.
Yeah, shit. So
we film on Wednesdays.
Look out for that. All right then.
I mean, if I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, if he's not here for that, then we'll just interview him the next day. We're gonna interview him on life, basically. Ugh. All right, then that was me. That was Isaac. Thank you so much for listening. Don't do drugs. Spay and neuter your neighbors and loved ones. Have a good day.
Save your stimulus.
Save your stimulus. Oh my God. Tomorrow's quote of the day. Oh my God. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.